Welcome, welcome. Yes, sir. This is another live stream. Glad to be back, everyone. Go ahead, let it populate for a minute. We are live. How are y'all on this wonderful Tuesday? All right, it's a terrific Tuesday. I like to trick myself. Sometimes you got to tell yourself things that aren't true until you believe it, you know? But I'm having a great Tuesday, you know? I'm happy to be streaming here with y'all. It's been a great day so far, I'm not gonna lie. Got some things that I really want to talk about with you guys. For the most part, we're gonna be doing a Guardians of the Galaxy character deep dive live review, okay? And I ain't gonna front. I've been feeling a little sick lately, all right? Luckily, we got the internet between us, okay? The microphone is like a COVID mask. I don't have COVID. I'm just saying, you know, it's like a mask, and you're not going to catch what I got. But I have a lot of water, okay? So I don't stress my throat. But I'm happy to be here with y'all, man. Let people go ahead and, you know, get where they need to be. But yeah, we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. I really enjoyed this damn movie. This movie, it might bring the MCU back. We're going to see. I mean, I don't know what y'all think and what y'all, you know, have heard, but to my knowledge, this movie has been the best MCU movie since No Way Home. And I'm going to tell you, Spider-Man No Way Home was just a lot of malarkey. It was hyped up. They were just capitalizing off of our, you know, love and history for all the old Spider-Man, being very nostalgic. That's what that's called, when people play on what we used to love. And they really just capitalized off of all the Spider-Man. But anyway, since that movie, there has not been a movie as good or as captivating, especially like Guardians of the Galaxy, all right? This movie alone, I feel, was one of my favorites, okay? Out of all of the MCU movies, this one kind of was in its own zone, okay? When the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, you know, it was just a group of people. You never would have thought they'd be a team. And, you know, they pull it together in their own little section of MCU, right? That was really the only time we got to see a lot of the space or other beings, was when you watch Guardians of the Galaxy. If you ask me, nowadays, it's so oversaturated with these crazy worlds and all of these insane colors and a million different characters, and nobody speaks English, but somehow they understand, and there's so many rules. Okay, and they were easily explained in Guardians of the Galaxy. They had devices that could, you know, unscramble the language and you could understand. But for the most part, I have loved how the Guardians of the Galaxy stands alone to do their own thing. Now, this is the third one. I would say out of all of them, the first is my favorite. Our introduction to the crew was probably one of the best introductions to a, you know, superhero team I've ever seen, ever. And we've had Avengers. That was dope. But the way that they introduced everybody in that movie was amazing. So far, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is expecting to earn $282 million in the opening week. It took $200 million for them to make this beautiful movie. I just want to put that out there. So they definitely have already recouped. They've made back what they have put in, and that's important, right? Especially for Marvel, especially for the past couple movies like Multiverse of Madness, and I don't remember, Thor. Those are very underperforming movies, especially for Marvel, you know? Marvel really is like top tier, top notch. So to see them pull in, you know, anything less than half a billion, right? Like it's odd. They have set a very high bar in the MCU. And this movie did a good job to kind of bring us out of that funk we've been in as, you know, MCU fans. There's been so many shows. It's oversaturated with the different characters. Nothing feels special. Everybody has a fucking Iron Man suit, which is insane. I loved Iron Man for his, you know, uniqueness. He was a genius. Everybody in the MCU is a fucking genius. They know how to make a suit in a cave with a box of scraps. Like, that was Tony's shit, all right? But this movie, it really hit home, right? All the characters kind of bring it in to give you the vibe of a family in this one. They're all going through something extremely crazy in this movie, and I'm not going to spoil this. I should have said that in the beginning. This is spoiler-free. I'm not going to tell you who lives, who dies, who betrays who. I'm not. I'm just going to go through the top characters and what I felt about their performance and what they contributed to the Guardians. All right, this is volume 3, and if you looked on the first photo that I had on here when I started, there's 9 characters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 characters here, and the original Guardians is really just it's Groot, Rocket, Gamora, Nebula, Drax, Star-Lord. That's 6 people. And we're up to 9, so we got 3 extra motherfuckers on the team that should be pulling their weight. We're going to find out. We're going to run through it. I'm going to let y'all know what it is, all right? So let's just go ahead and start talking about this character right here, this guy right here, James Gunn. This is the director, all right? This is his last movie on the MCU. This is his last hurrah, if you want to say his last hurrah, because he's going over to DC. Okay, of all places, he's going to DC. He's going to go try to bring life to that corpse over there that they want to be calling Justice League and shit. They want to bring that back to life. I don't know if it's possible. I mean, time heals all wounds. And as you could see in the new Flash trailer, they're going back in time. They're going to be fixing a lot of these mess ups. That's what you do. Whenever you can't go back and fix what you got to just have some sort of time traveling experiences for your characters. Like, look at X-Men, right? They fuck it all up, and then they got to go back in time and erase it all. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen here with our boy James Gunn. I don't know if you guys noticed, but his brother is someone very important in this movie. He's a very important character. I'm going to let you try to guess who it is right here, right now. He kind of looks like this photo. So if you could guess which character is his brother, his blood bro, I might have something for you. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, this is his last movie. And after this, he's going to go over to the DC. He's done some movies for the DC. I think Suicide Squad is one of the movies he's done. And we all know how that was, okay? We all know how that shit turned out. Not too fantastic. Not too bombastic, man. I like the white hair, though, okay? He looks like he was dipped in frosting, okay? He looks like Diamond Glitter Baby Troll from the Troll movies. Like, just so silver. Damn, what's a silver fox? Look at this guy. Silver fox. All right, so the first character I want to jump into, okay, is someone hella annoying. But she brings a little bit of good light to the movie. Mantis, okay? I'm sure you've seen her, and for those of you who may not know exactly who she is Peter Quill, Star-Lord's sister. We learned that in the last movie. Don't try to chop my head off. I ain't spoiling shit, all right? She's his sister, and she joined the team in the last movie. We've seen her in Infinity War, Thor. Like, she's been in hella movies when you think about it, and this is her return here in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, where you get a little bit more from her in this movie. If you asked me, she's not needed. She's a character like a little sister, and she brings that kind of energy to the group that makes them all look at her like, "Aw, you're so dumb." But she's the sister, so you don't get rid of her, you know. But, like, in my opinion, when your little sister comes to hang out with you and your friends and you're older, like, if you don't act right, you're going to get the fuck away from us and go back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I would have been with my little sister. But, you know, she gets to hang around. She's the sister. There's another character here that she gets along with very well, and there's a specific reason why. I'm not going to tell you who until we get there, right? But speaking of Star-Lord, I want to go ahead and bring up the captain himself, man. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at how scraggly he is. He looks weathered. He looks weathered. My boy got the cheekbones showing. He's been starving. Look, Star-Lord is going through it, okay? Our boy is suffering from the loss of Gamora. Again, this isn't anything that I am spoiling, right? This isn't something that I'm making up or telling you from this movie. Star-Lord loses Gamora in Infinity War because Thanos sacrifices her for a stone that he needs. Okay, I'm gonna keep it really bland. I'm gonna keep it simple. I don't want to go too crazy. Is it the Mind Stone? It's the Mind Stone. All right. So in Endgame, Thanos comes back from the past. I love that part in that movie, by the way. I never thought that is how it was going to go. That another Thanos was going to come back. Like, that blew my mind. But when Thanos comes back, also a different version of Gamora. If you want to give it a time frame, let's say it was like 2017 Gamora. All right? She's like 5 years younger. Before meeting the Guardians of the Galaxy, okay? So, she's never met the Guardians. She's never met Peter Quill. She's never met any of these Duderbobs. And essentially, she joins the crew again, right? Because they beat Thanos and they kind of woo her over. So, she ends up joining the crew. Sorry, hold on. I got a little text right here. So, yeah, anyway. Star-Lord in this movie, he's going through it, guys. Like I said, he is literally trying to keep everyone together. And I'm not going to lie, he's very positive in this movie. He did a really good job of keeping his head on straight. Usually he's kind of fucking things up. But in this movie, he does a good job of chinning up and not giving up on everyone. Not that everyone is trying to give up or anything like that. It's just he does a really good job of not giving up. And I respect that of Peter Quill. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything about his character or anything like that. But he goes through a lot. And we definitely see some growth with Peter Quill. Even though he has all of these Guardians with him, he feels hella lonely. Like, you could feel it in this movie. Like, yeah, he's got all the crew with him, but because he lost Gamora in the last two Marvel movies ago, like, my boy's hurting. He's hurting. And you can see that in the movie. He's drinking in the beginning and stuff like that. You look at it and you're like, wow, like, my boy, you know, I feel bad for him. You know, I definitely felt bad for him. But he pulls it together absolutely like Star-Lord should. This movie did that a lot, right? They pulled things a lot from all of the other Guardian movies because this is the last one. This is their last entry of the Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm assuming with Peter Quill. I'm assuming with all these other characters. I heard that Drax, the actor who plays him, does not want to continue being in these movies. He says the makeup is a lot, right? I mean, shut up, nigga. I would love to be Drax. Throw that shit on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be anyone you want me to be in Marvel, right? But he want to go explore other roles, and it's just like Robert Downey Jr. They want to go do some other shit. They want to go be Sherlock Holmes or like Dr. Doolittle. Like, yo, that was a trash-ass movie, Robert. You want us to, like, stop looking at you as Iron Man? You want to be Dr. Doolittle, nigga? Stupid. But yeah, Star-Lord did a great job, man. I really enjoyed his performance, and he really contributed to the Guardians a lot. Obviously, he's the leader. That's what he's going to do, and he absolutely did that. He absolutely did that shit. All right, man, we're going to talk about this goober head right here, bro. So, we got Drax, okay? Big boy Drax, Mr. Gray Face. All right, I was just telling y'all he want to quit. Look at him. He gray in the face. He pale. Look at him. He can't even fit his suit. Look how tight that shit is around his neck glands. Damn. My boy look like he gained some weight. He got that cheek weight. My boy got the squirrel neck. Damn, brother. So, Drax was dumb and damn near useless. The entire movie. The entire movie, he was dumb and useless. And sure, he helps out in his weird Guardians of the Galaxy misfit trio way. But, man, if I could cut someone out of the crew, it'd be Drax. Like, his performance is just, there's no growth with this guy, right? He doesn't change. He doesn't try to become a little smarter, learn a little more. It's just the same old bullshit. Every time something is going on and it's important and it's, like, serious, we can never settle with it in the movie because this dickhead always comes through and ruins it with some stupid joke. And this movie does that a lot, kind of like Thor did. In Thor, there would be very serious moments. The kids are in danger. Someone's going to die. And, you know, they're tickling him. Like, it's silly. It's stupid, right? Like, let the seriousness settle in. I want it to settle. I want to know that pain, right? Like, that's how I connected the characters, by feeling their pain. You feel me? It's that serious to me, right? You want to come on here and make it a whole joke with this guy. I mean, by all means, do so. But he was, if I had to vote him off the island, that he'd be gone. He would be gone. And I'm talking about, we got Mantis, right? We got Nebula. We've got a lot of other characters that are new and Drax is from the beginning. Like, his character in the beginning was nice. Like, he really wanted revenge. They killed his daughter. They killed his wife. And, like, every time I've seen Drax fight in a movie, he's getting his ass whipped, thrown all over the place. He doesn't have great strength. He's not whooping nobody's ass like that. Like, it's dumb. Why have him around? Shit upsets me. Shit upsets me, bruh. This guy upsetted me too a little bit. Let's be real, all right? So this guy's name is Adam Warlock, okay? I don't know the actor's real name, but I know he was in, like, DC Gotham. He was in the Gotham show. He played a character that I thought was going to be like the Joker, and I think they kind of played with that a little bit, but ultimately they never did. I don't think so. I don't remember. I never finished watching that damn show. But this guy as Adam Warlock was absolutely terrible. Like, I could not deal with this guy in and out of the movie continuously. Like, he really didn't have, like, a serious role. If you remember, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, if you don't know. The Guardians played a planet, right? Like a place with these aliens. They played them. And they created this guy to more or less combat the Guardians. He's supposed to be somebody really serious that they fight, like someone for real. Like, he's definitely somebody in the comics that you need to reckon with, okay? You're dealing with someone that fought Thanos and gave him a run for his money in the comic books. And in this movie, he does everything but that. He shows you exactly why he should go be the Joker, because this kid didn't do anything but, like, fuck off in this movie, really. Like, he get his ass whooped and fuck off, you know, and it was annoying after a while. After a while, it's like, bro, I can't with this guy. That's all I really want to say about Adam Warlock. They could have did so much more with him. I feel like he was only in this movie because they introduced him in the last, because we don't even know what his powers are. They don't even explain, hey, this is Adam. He's doing this. He's like Superman, but he's a little bit this. Like, nothing. He's just there to, like, pop up and fuck shit up, cause some chaos that the Guardians got to deal with. And it's like, bro, you're nobody. Like, you're nobody. Super annoying character, to be real with you. I could have done, he's not a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but, like, he could have not been a part of this movie at all, and we would have been fine with it. I would have been fine with it. We could have found another way to introduce the problems in this movie, because we did not need this guy. Such a waste. Such a waste, man. I know y'all probably thinking, like, oh, when I talk shit, I throw that Jamaican accent on. Yeah, I do. Oh, my God, this guy right here. Groot, okay? We got Mr. Groot. I know, he looks so weird right here in this photo. He does look very odd. I'm not going to front. I've always loved Groot. Been one of my favorite characters, especially when he was wee little big, right? He was so tiny. I loved him when he was like that. I'm Groot, like little tiny guy running around. In the first movie, he like damn near sacrificed himself to save everyone. I thought that was hella honorable. I did. I love that about him. I was like, whoa, the tree guy. And then when we see in the post-credit scene that he comes back alive, I was like, yeah, that's what we need out here in these streets. Everybody loves Groot. It's just like everybody likes Yoda, little baby Yoda. We love baby Groot. Even in the last couple movies, you know, my boy turned into a whatchamacallit? Teenager. What am I saying? He turned into a little teenager and he had a little attitude with everybody. I thought that was great, right? That was awesome. Anyway, in this movie, as you can see, he's a lot bigger, and I don't know. I would say maybe he's like a young 20-year-old Groot, you know. He way more built than normal, if you ask me. He kind of look a lot like Vin Diesel, right? This is Vin Diesel. Oh, sorry. This is Vin Diesel. Where is it? Right here. This is Vin Diesel from the first movie with Groot, right? I know they look so different. Like if you see Groot's face right here, like he looks nothing like the Groot we know now. So it just leads me to believe every time Groot dies or he comes back, he's regrown, he's reborn, he's re-raised. My boy changes shape and form. I don't know. I ain't a fucking psychic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in an MCU basement trying to go over all this shit. I have no clue. But what I do know is I think that the Groot we have now look a whole lot more like Vin Diesel than before. Like this nigga look like Vin Diesel, right? Look. I'm sorry. You know I'm still learning this shit. I don't know. I can't get him to be above him, but he really looked like him. Look, there we go. Look. He got the same wide-ass SpongeBob. Oh, my God. Look at Vin Diesel's neck. Look at that papa under his chin, my boy. Damn. This is not a flattering photo. You look a lot like Groot in the face, right? Hella square. You got a lot of shapes going on your face. I'll tell you that, right? We got a lot of, like, misproportioned things going on, but I could definitely see Vin Diesel in the Groot. I could definitely see it. I see it 100%. But he was great in this movie. He does what Groot does, you know. If you don't know, he does a lot of this. I'm Groot. That's about it, you know. Some awesome fight scenes? Hell yeah, that shit occurs. I can't lie to you. That shit occurs. But he does a lot of Groot, and that's about it. But he really does what Groot does. I can't say he had like a standout performance like this character right here. This character right here had a freaking standout, stellar, absolutely phenomenal performance. So, and he was barely like active in the movie. I know you could see in the trailer, right? Rocket was hurt, okay? And as you know, the Guardians are trying to save everyone, okay? They're trying to save him. And I don't want to, I'm not going to spoil it, but Rocket Raccoon, his character really unfolds in this movie. You get to learn a lot about where he comes from. You get to learn about what happened to him, how he got here. Is this lagging? Y'all see me lagging right here? Hold up. I definitely see me lagging. Let's see if I can free up some stuff right here. I don't know. I feel like I'm lagging a little bit. Can y'all see me? It look good now. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I did look a little laggy a second ago, but back to good old Rocket. I hope you guys like that I had us in space. We're like this right now. Yeah. We floaters, baby. So Rocket's character was awesome. I enjoyed him so much. Usually he's hella annoying, right? Usually he gets to a point with the jokes that it's like, I'm not really here for that, And like, okay, enough of the jokes. We're taking it serious. But that's the thing with the Guardians of the Galaxy, okay? That's their shtick. They're hella annoying, all of them individually, but they come together and they make shit happen, okay? That's what is so cool about them. So we learned so much about Rocket. Super dope. I love his backstory. Very sad. If you watch this movie and you love animals, just know you're gonna be sad watching this shit. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna go all crazy. But definitely, you know, shit's sad. A lot of animal cruelty. If you want to say a lot of animal cruelty, a lot of shit going on that it's just makes you really appreciate Rocket as a character for sure, man. I thought he did great. Better than any other movie. Like, you don't really get to know too much about Rocket. He hints to his life in other movies, but like really you got to learn a lot about him in this movie, and I like that a lot. So here's a new character right here. My dog Max. Just kidding. He looked at me like, what? So this character's name is Cosmo. It is a telekinetic dog, okay, who speaks. This contraption you see around her neck allows her bark to be transformed into human talk. I thought that was awesome. Literally made me feel like, damn, what if my pup could speak? Would she sound like this? Oh, I wanted to say, I knew I had a mental note about this. This dog, Cosmo, reminded me a lot of BMO. Have any of you seen Adventure Time? You know, come on, grab your friends. We're going to very different lands. Right? Jake the dog? Finn the human? Yeah, she reminded me a lot of BMO, like the voice actor. I don't know if that is the same person or if I'm just drawing a correlation out of my mind, but I really thought that they shared a lot of similarities, and I fuck with that. I always loved BMO. Like, BMO is definitely one of my favorite characters from the show. But in this movie, this is a new character, a new addition to Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like I've seen this dog in the other movies, possibly. I can't identify who the dog is 100%, but hey, Max, chill with your click-clack paws, bro. Chill. Lay down. Chill. But I really enjoyed this character, right? There's a whole play with her in the movie, and it's super funny. Max, chill. It's super funny, and I thought that she was great. And I just really enjoyed the character. She wasn't in it too much. She had a couple of little moments, and in those moments, it was all very nice, okay? The name was Cosmo. I think it's a girl. Could be a boy, right? Like, we don't know nowadays, but I really fuck with Cosmo. No Wanda, right? There's no Wanda here. Kraglin. I don't know if you guys care enough about this guy, but, you know, Kraglin's a good dude, okay? He always had a thing for Yondu, pause, like not a thing like that, but he always had like an admirable look to Yondu. And, you know, Yondu died in the last movie? Damn. I think Yondu died in the first movie. No, Yondu died in the last movie. And this guy really tries to emulate the Yondu persona, all right? He looked up to him. He kind of sees him in the crowd sometimes, I guess you could say, like in his mind. You know, he's trying to channel him. Okay, and almost in the same way that Peter Quill did in the other movies. But Kraglin was really good in this movie. Again, just like Cosmo, he didn't really have like a super big role, but for what he brought to the movie, I enjoyed it, right? It wasn't a waste of time. He wasn't a waste of space. Like, what he did and what he said, like, tied things together from previous movies. And I like that, man. I liked it. He was definitely cool peeps. Kraglin. Oh, and this is James Gunn's brother. I know I told y'all about this. This is James Gunn's brother, who his name's Sean Gunn, okay? So, yeah, he allows his brother to be in the whole damn movie, everything. I mean, I would too, shit. If my brother was in here, if I had a brother, like, I would definitely let him be in all my movies. Come on, broski. You want to be the villain? You want to be the bad guy? And speaking of the bad guy, yo, the villain in this movie was totally crazy, man. This guy's name was the High Evolutionary. Okay, look at him. Please wait. His name should be the High Evolutionary, because this guy was pure madness. Definitely up there in the Marvel villains. Like, he was sick, twisted. You know, he has an idea of why he's doing what he's doing, but it's not, like, good. Somehow he's so deluded that he really believes that he can, I don't know, be right. It's like a Thanos kind of way, right? It's kind of like in a Thanos kind of way, but the thing with this guy is he's not like I'm not trying to spoil it, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it spoiler free. So he's just a crazy ass dude, and his history ties in with one of the characters in the Guardians of the Galaxy really well. I thought it was pretty cool. There was a lot going on in this movie, though. Like, now that I get to this point in this character and I'm thinking about it, there was a lot going on. And, like, not only was there a lot going on, I feel like they lost focus a little bit, okay? They were losing focus a little bit. I feel it was hard for them to stay on track. There were so many things. There are so many characters. We just went through, like, 10 people. And they all have things that need to be told, stories that need to be told, excuse me. James Gunn had 100% ability to direct and write this movie. In the other movies, they gave him other writers that had to kind of keep him in check, right? So they would kind of keep him grounded when he kind of went out of control. And in this movie, you could see that happening here. You can see the out of controlness. The movie was great. It was a bit long. By the time I got to the end of the movie, I felt like, damn, we're really doing shit like this now at this point of the movie. I thought that was a little odd. You know, we were doing these things at this point. But I enjoyed the villain, the High Evolutionary. He kind of looks like Kang a little bit, right? Minus the fucking nasty ass peeled back face thing. That's really gross looking. Not gonna front. Like, when I look at it now, it's pretty sick. Looks pretty gruesome. My boy looked like a stretch sack. Ooh. Yeah, he was a cool villain though. He definitely added to the top villains, man. All right, who we got next? Nebula. Oh gosh, Nebula kind of had a great role in this movie. I'm not gonna front. She was pretty cool. I enjoyed. I wouldn't say she had a motherly role. It wasn't motherly, but she definitely was the glue keeping everyone together. She yelled a lot at everyone, but it's because she was just trying to keep everyone together. She was really working as a team. And it's funny because in every movie with Nebula, she's totally not on the right team. You know, she's trying to fuck off and do some other shit, and she's messing things up. And really, she gets on everyone's nerves because she's always trying to kill Gamora. And it's like, dude, get over yourself, right? It's wow, look at the tables. How the tables have turned. You know, in those movies, it was Gamora trying to change Nebula. And in this movie, we got this version of Gamora, and Nebula's trying to change her because, like I told you earlier in this video in the beginning of this 30-minute stream now. Oh, yo, shout out to the chat. Yeah, Mike, that shit. I was trying to keep you laughing, bro. You know you watch. I'm trying to keep you laughing. Gamora's such a dick in this movie. Gosh, I kind of hated seeing her like this, man. It's a little annoying. I wish that they would have just let her die. Like, they should have just did something else with her character. It's so annoying. Because we're so used to seeing her a part of the team. So seeing this version of her being so rude and so mean, man, that shit just it ain't it. You know, it ain't it. And I really could have used less of her attitude. There was a lot of it. And that's like the freaking problem. Like, she was just so upset all the time. And, you know, I really could have dealt with that less, you know. But for the most part, she kicks ass, right? She's Gamora. She's a freaking top assassin. She was trained by the best of the worst. Straight like that. Damn. Is that all the characters? Look at that. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So, really, that's about it for this live stream right here. Like, just to be real with you guys, what do you think? What did you think about this? I was hoping that somebody could have chimed in and let me know somebody or some character they really wanted me to look up, but I don't give a fuck. We here for the long run, baby. There's gonna be too many people at one point. But shout out to everybody watching this, whether it's live or you're watching this post, okay? Because really, this movie was great. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would give it an 8.5, okay? Look, the stakes are high. We can't just give everything a 9. I could almost give this movie a 7.5, like if you want me to be critical. But I won't be critical because it's following up Wakanda. It's following up Thor, Love and Thunder, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. These are all 3 flops in my book of movies, okay? They could have did way better with Wakanda. They could have did way better with Thor. That was absolute trash. That should have just stayed on the Disney Plus extra footage. Like, that movie could have just been on Disney Plus and we could watch that stupid ass footage on our own time. But, you know, overall, this movie had everything you wanted, right? Laughter, tears, seriousness, fears. At certain points, the fate of our characters were suspended in the hands of villains. That's wonderful. We're watching a superhero movie. That's what I want to see. I want to see the villain have his neck ready to snap that freaking collarbone and the rest of the team busts in and they help him out, right? Like, that's what it's all about, coming together as a team. Now, were certain characters in this movie hella annoying? Abso-freaking-lutely. I could have dealt a whole lot like less of that, but the whole thing with the Guardians, that they're all different. They all got different personalities. And even though that is true, they come together to get the job done. All right. Like I said, man, I give this movie an 8.5. I would definitely spend money to watch this movie. And I watched it in 3D. Holy shit. After I got LASIK surgery, I'm experiencing so much of life now, like without bifocals. And it is insane how amazing that was. Like, I put the 3D glasses on. And at first I was like, damn, this is a lot. Like, it's a lot on my eyes. Did I waste my money? And the more the movie went, the more my eyes adjusted. And I was like, this is insane, right? They're in space, so they're like floating. And James Gunn does a lot of music, video, slow-mo things. I could have dealt without that too. Like, 15 minutes of this movie was just slow-mo, like retro music playing while they're like kicking ass very slowly, like looking at explosions behind them. The final countdown. All this shit. It was awesome, beautiful. CGIs were CGIs. The CGI was magnificent. Really, really, really. The CGI was incredible. The aliens looked great. The set looked great. I would say Quantum Mania was harder on the eyes to watch. I did not enjoy the visuals of Quantumania. It just looks like they could do all this CGI and colorful shit, so they did. And just because I got a green hat with a green shirt, green pants, and green socks with green shoes, could I wear it? Yes. Should I wear it? Fuck no. All right? They shouldn't be doing all this shit in every single movie. So to tie it back to what I said in the beginning, you know, I love the Guardians of the Galaxy because what they are experiencing is like shit in their own realm, right? In their own part of the universe. They ain't talking about Captain Marvel. They ain't talking about Thanos. I mean, yes, sorry. I mean, that's a big part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but like they're not talking about Captain America. They don't give a fuck about Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury. And I like that. We could just focus on the Guardians. It's sad that it's all over. Somehow they're going to bring these characters back. But this is how you end a trilogy, right? They should never come back from this. If they're going to do a separate Groot movie, cool. Rocket with Groot, cool. With Nebula, great. But never again will it be Guardians of the Galaxy, all right? But what did you guys think? I hope you enjoyed this review. This is a live breakdown. I had a great time with it. It's a lot easier than what I was doing before and a lot more fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. You gotta hit the notification bell. If you don't tap that bell, when I post this shit, you're not gonna know I'm going live. This isn't like before where you could just watch my video. You still can. I'm gonna post this. Don't worry. But I really want to interact with you guys. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a pleasure. It's your boy Merc. Hope you like all the characters and the details I brought to you guys, because I definitely enjoyed